Hello, 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 my little fellow Tangies. How are we doing today? I'm sorry about my voice. One of my kids decided to cough in my mouth, so yeah, I have some germs. Anyway, if you are aware socially or you're just, maybe you're living underneath a rock, the latest gossip is dun 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 dun, the T app. So, for those who do not know, the T app is an app that was originally started to protect women from shady shin guys who are just really bad men and who have ill intent. But like all things that happen, people started to use it for the opposite reason. Instead of using it for like, hey, this guy's a really bad guy, don't date him. Hey, this guy is a just not a good person. Um, just he's not a good person. Just don't go after him. They decided to use it for like malicious reasons. So they decided to expose people's like personal business or try to talk down on these men or try to belittle them in some kind of way instead of using it for the reason that they should have been using it for, which was, hey, watch out for him. And because of that, as a response for that, men have now decided to say, well, if we're shady shin guys, you bitches are dirty hoes. So now they're going on Reddit, they're going on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever they can go, and they are posting about women, like they're posting photos of them or videos of them or whatever they can get their hands on, they are posting about them. My personal opinion about the T app, I think it's corny. If you're using it for the original reason, which was honestly to expose the bad people out in the world, perfectly fine. But if you're going to use it to try to tear down somebody or ruin their reputation, you're not a good person. And I feel like men who are retaliating and they're doubling down on it, you're just as a bad person as the person who started it. I know men want to say like, "Oh, well, when you get the same energy back, it's no fun. It's not fair now. Now everybody want to cry." It's not about crying. It's about I'm 30. Most people who I hang out with are 30 plus or around it or like a few years like younger than me. I hang around very few 21, 22 year olds. Um but anybody who's like 28, 27 plus um going on this T app to try to find out some dirt about people, but they're not going on it to be like, hey, this guy beats on women, don't date him. Or, hey, this guy stuck me with a really high bill and like left me. Like they're not doing stuff like that. They're saying like, oh, the D is mid, or oh, he's broke, or oh, he didn't pick me up, or whatever little dumb thing that they want to say. When you do stuff like that, you're not really helping. You're not helping. You're actually a part of the problem. And because you're a part of the sorry. And because you're a part of the problem, you're not really making it a good thing. So men are expectantly reacting in a negative way. But the inverse of how men are reacting, they're posting photos and videos of women in the act, in the forbidden tango act. Now that I'm not sure where everybody else is from, but I'm from Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, you posting you know, forbidden tango movies or, smexy photos of people, that's considered to be revenge porn and you can go to jail for that. And I believe that you could end up on the SO list or sex offender list if you do stuff like that. So you should be very careful about that because if someone is able to find out you were the person who put that video out there, you're going to jail. And it's never been that deep before. It's really never been that deep before, and we really got to get together. God, my hair, I need a retwist. I was supposed to get it Saturday, but things happen and I got to go next week. But Jesus Christ, I need a retwist. Anyway, it's never okay to do stuff like that to people because you never know how someone else may react. That may be someone's final straw and they may end up killing themselves. Now you're posting these videos of this person who had nothing to do with the drama about you being posted up on this T app, and now they find out that their video that they did with you in the privacy of their home is now all over social media. Now they're embarrassed and now they're offing themselves. That's not okay. That's not fair. And it's never been okay. And I don't understand for the people who are like 27 plus doing this because everybody who I know that's 27 plus, you have a real job. You have a real house or a real apartment. You have real bills. You have real responsibilities. You have a real degree. And you're worried about a T app. That to me is very immature. That to me is very childish. And that to me, you need to grow up. In my personal opinion, you need to grow up because your priorities are obviously all over the place. You are not thinking in the right mind. You're obviously still trapped in an adolescent's mindset, and that should never entertain you. I remember being a teenager, and I remember people would make like exposed pages, and they would like post videos and stuff like that of people, and people would be in the comments like, oh, well, what's her Instagram name, and they would send like unsolicited like videos to girls and everything like that. And girls were embarrassed, and they were scared to go to school, and they would transfer schools because stuff like that was coming out about them. And it was really sad to see, because it was like, when you're in an intimate moment with somebody, you're not thinking like, oh, when they get mad at me, or oh, when they want to be a part of some little trend, they're going to post this video of me, or they're going to post this photo of me. No one thinks about stuff like that. So it was really just disheartening to see that that's what people are doing. And I feel like at the big ages that we are now, we should be so above that, and so like just so like detached from that, and it should never be even close to entertaining to us. But the fact that people are doing it and they don't see nothing wrong with it, especially now being at 30, it's almost scary to see, because it's like, what do you find alluring about any of that shit? You know what I mean? Like, what's exciting about exposing someone in a very vulnerable moment? I find nothing entertaining about that, but there's a lot of people that do. Um, yeah, and I just think I think it's really strange. I think it's really weird, and I don't understand it at all. Um, and like, okay, when these post pages were happening when I was a teenager, it was always terrifying, because you never know. Like, maybe you sent a video to a guy or a picture with a guy. Maybe he posted you up because now he's mad, or now he wants to be part of a trend. I remember years ago, years ago, one of my friends had a little brother, and she still has him. He's not dead or nothing, but he was upset with his girlfriend, and they broke up. And he was like, "I'm gonna post her photos, and I'm gonna expose her." And I was telling her, like, yo, your brother needs to chill. Like, he's doing too much. Like, they're both like fairly young. Like, they were both like 17, 18. I was like, she can see this kitty porn because he's posting videos of her when she was a minor. I was like, he got to chill out. And she's like, I'm trying to tell him to chill, but he's not chilling. I'm like, no, you really got to tell him to stop. Like, at this point now, he's doing too much. And I don't think she understood like the gravity of it. He never did anything. Let me just put that there. He never posted anything. So thank God he never did anything like that. But it was just scary, because it was like, that's a concerning thing, that a man can get upset at you about something so small, something so minute. And instead of him just having a conversation with you, he rather just post you up on social media and like really embarrass you. Now, I'm not sure where everybody's from, but all you guys are like my followers off of like Instagram. So we're all from Philly in my mind. Philly is small. Philly is small. Philly is small. Everybody in some kind of way knows everybody. Like, if you know one person, somehow down the line you know somebody else. It's weird, but you all somehow know each other. But so if someone exposes you, and then you think a few years went by, and you start dating this other guy, he may be looking at you like, you have a face that I just cannot pinpoint, but I know I've seen your face from somewhere. And then he puts two and two together, and it's because his friend, the guy who you were dating all those years ago, showed him a video of you in the Forbidden Tango act. And that is just so corny to me. Now, keep in mind, stay with me now. The T app was supposed to warn women of malicious and abusive men, and to let women know, like, if you choose to deal with this man, you are running the risk of X, Y, and Z. And men have decided to say, you are now warning the hoes about my bad behavior. So now I'm going to expose these women for their whole like behavior. Keep in mind, no woman was exposing a man in the act. From what I was told, because once again, I don't have the app on my phone. I think it's very childish. Nobody was posting videos of men doing the act. No one was posting photos of their manhood. They were just saying things. They were just saying words. And men have decided to take it one step further and then expose these things about these women. Now, one thing I will say about men over women is, a woman will hear a bad thing about a man and say, he won't do that to me. I'm fine. And then the man will double down and do worse to you. As where a man, another man will say, that bitch crazy. She tried to slash my tires. Don't date her. And that man will hear that and say, I love me and I like my car. I'm not dealing with that crazy bitch. Men will take the warnings of another man and say that is the fucking Scott's honor. Like, I believe that 100%. I'm not going to let this woman destroy myself. I'm not going to let this woman destroy my things. As women, we need to get better at that, because why are we not doing self preservation? Why are we just looking out to destroy ourselves? We're trying to destroy ourselves, and I don't understand why at all. Um, this T app was supposed to protect people from bad people, but instead it's turned into this weird tit for tat type of thing. Like, you did me dirty, so now I have to do you dirty. You did something bad, so now I have to do something extremely worse. And it's like nobody really wins because, once again, if you're like a teenager doing this, it's expected. Hell, even like early 20s, like 23 maximum. I can see why you find this kind of thing alluring. I can see why you find it entertaining. It makes sense for your age group. But if you're like 27 plus, I don't see why you want to be involved in this at all. You have real bills, you have a real job, you have real things going on in your life. And instead of you acknowledging you have these very much so real things going on, you want to be involved in these childish things. For what reason? I will never understand. We're not in high school, so it's no more like a popularity thing. You're not going to win like it's being locally popular is not going to do anything for you. Like, for some people it has opened certain doors for them, but majority of us being like locally famous is not really going to do much for you besides people just know your name and know your face. That's all what it does for you. It does really nothing else. And I feel like come a certain point, you should not care about what people think about you as long as you are focused on yourself. Like, if you know what this person is saying about you is not true, one, as men, if you can pinpoint the person who is talking about you, sue for defamation. Sue for defamation. You can't go to jail for defamation, but you could sue somebody. Even if you say like, I'm gonna sue them for like $5,000. Okay, that's fine. And say the person's like, well, I don't have $5,000. You can do payment plans. They don't tell you about that. You can do payment plans, and they can garnish the person's paycheck, and they'll make sure that they can get that money for you no matter what. Even if they try to do like under the table, Uncle Stan gonna get his money in some kind of way. But yeah, there's no reason to be on an app trying to expose people because they made you upset. They made you upset about this man made you upset about something that you did, and instead of you being grown about it and just walking away from it, you've decided to now go on this very childish app and say probably lies about him, or you probably exaggerated the truth, which is just a lie on top of a truth, in hopes of making sure he can't talk to nobody else. If that man is smart enough to pinpoint who you are, baby, you in danger. And I'm not encouraging anybody, let me just stress this. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything to anyone, but you should be a lot smarter of what you do or say about somebody before posting it up on social media. Because if someone's able to pinpoint who you are, it's a bad thing. And the worst thing about it is, some men have already been able to pinpoint who has been making these posts about them. You're fighting an uphill battle. Like, what are you honestly gaining? What are you honestly gaining? You're not gaining anything. You're not winning anything. You're really just getting a lot of headache, and you're getting a man possibly becoming violent towards you because instead of you just saying, I don't want to be involved in that messy shit, you involved yourself in that messy shit. And now you can't get out of that messy shit. And once again, a lot of us are really old. Like, I'm 30. A lot of these men are like 30 plus. So some of them are pushing mid 30s, some of them are pushing 40. We're getting too old for these childish kind of games, these childish acts. Like, we just need to grow up and just really get into the reality of it's never been that deep, it's never been that serious, and we all just need to stop. Like, honestly, like what do you gain from posting, or like what do you gain? And then to add some razzle dazzle to this, the whole point of the app is for it to be strictly women only. Men are finding out that they're on the app is because other women are telling men. So, one, you're not women, you're not even loyal to other women. You're not a girl's girl. You're not being loyal to your own gender. Do, if a man came up with an app like this, I'm sorry, my voice is just in and out. If a man came out with an app like this that was strictly for men to expose women, do you think women would know about it? No. No, we would not. We would never know about it because men have a level of loyalty to each other that women just don't have. Women feel like in order to get validation from men, they have to throw another woman under the bus. As where men see something like that and they say, thanks for looking out, bro. Even if they're not friends, they don't know each other. Thanks for looking out, bro. I'm never talking to that girl. I'm never talking to that woman. She'll never be able to see me. And they protect each other. But women, for some odd reason, will see this out as an opportunity to look out for one another. And then we throw each other underneath the bus. Like, y'all are screen recording, screenshotting the freaking pages and showing men that they're on the list. What are you doing? That goes against the whole app. What if someone posted, this man choked me and he tried to drown me in a fucking pool, and you just now posted that, and then you screen recorded it, and now the man who knows who knows that not only did he do that, but now he's gonna go after the woman who posted it because he knows exactly who said it about him because he knows exactly who he did it to. You're putting people potentially in danger because you're so male centered and you're looking for male validation. These men are not they, they are not sugar honey iced tea. They are not. They are A lot of them are bottom of the barrel. And you're putting your neck out for a man that if the shoes were reversed, he would not tell you. How many times have women as women we see movies growing up where the main character woman was being cheated on or mistreated on by her man, and like her male cousins didn't say anything or intervene, or her friends knew that this man was low down and dirty and they didn't look out for her. Men will protect other men, but they will not protect women. You screenshotting and showing people what's being said about them on this app, you're potentially putting someone in danger, and it's very selfish of you. And I don't understand that at all. I'm actually very concerned about that because you don't know who these people are. You don't know what's going on in their day to day lives. And because you want a man to like be happy that you told him that, now you're potentially putting somebody else in danger. And I don't understand and I don't get that. Honestly, I really don't. I don't even get this whole Tia thing. I don't see what's the whole like big allure of it all. Like what's the whole I want to see. I don't get it and I don't want to get it because I'm 30 and everybody else on my Instagram page is like 30 plus. Some of them are like late 20s. We are too old to be involved in this. It's never been that deep. The app was meant to protect women, not to potentially put some women in danger. And honestly, this is going to be like my shortest video ever because I don't really have much to say on the topic. But women, we need to do better. We need to really start looking out for other women. We need to really start becoming girls. And by being a girls, that means that you protect other women. And you're not protecting other women by screen recording and sharing the post about what women are saying about these men, because the if a man can figure out who made that post, that woman is in danger in multiple ways. Not just like he's gonna sue her. Because a lot of times, let's be honest, that's not hood justice. That's not hood justice. That man is gonna get that woman attacked, or he's going to do the attacking. You just potentially put somebody in danger because you're super male centered. And I don't understand it. And I really need all y'all to grow up. One, get off the app. You're too old. Two, go touch some grass. And three, just log off of social media for a while. Seriously, honestly, like I don't know what else to say. It's really embarrassing to see y'all be on this app. And I really need y'all to stop. I couldn't even tangent properly because I so much disagree with this app because I grew up in an era where exposed pages was such like a big thing, and I saw what it did to so many girls, like mental health, and even the guys who were on exposed pages because people were exposing that maybe they were bisexual or actually they were like gay, but they call them DLs. Like I've seen what it does to people in the worst ways, and I don't condone it at all. And at 30 plus, some of you guys are still doing the same childish behavior, which just tells me that mentally you're still stuck at a child's level and you just need to go outside, touch some grass, get back in reality, and remember you are an adult. You are grown. You do have bills and you do have a career that you care about. Stay off them fucking apps. We too old for it. In the words of our grandparents, it's them damn phones. You need to put them phones down and go outside. And yeah, delete the damn T app, please, and just grow up. Until next time, my fellow Tangies. Maybe the next topic will be a little bit better.